Hey, this is another great video by Ricky Kimberly Cichlids. What we're looking at in this video is why I chose the Dragon Blood Peacock Cichlids as a fish to make money with. As you know, the Dragon Blood Peacocks are plentiful in the hobby. You can get them at most places. But what you may not know is that most places can only order them under the assorted peacocks supply. That means they may get a few here and there, but they can't get a quantity of the Dragon Bloods in a little scoop of a bag. So most stores, even your PetSmart, your Petco's, a lot of times they just have the assorted peacocks. They don't have Dragon Bloods. Now at times they do have Dragon Bloods, but they don't have them consistently. Consistently having Dragon Bloods. And what I can provide to a local fish store is consistent supply of Dragon Bloods and consistent quality. So over the years of supplying fish to this fish store, I was able to, get a reputation of, supplying good quality fish. And if you supply the same fish over and over again, the customers also know that, hey, that's a really good quality Dragon Blood. So we're going to look at these Dragon Bloods, and I'm going to tell you some more things why I chose these fish to make money on. Now, if you're saying profit, yeah, that's kind of hard to do. I've worked at a fish factory before, and it is hard to make a profit consistently on fish. Yes, it can be done. It takes a lot of planning, and the scale usually has to be big. But for most of us, which most of you are going to be learning from this, is what you can do on a small scale, as in an individual scale, what one person could do to make money off of fish, off of cichlids. So why did I choose the Dragon Blood Peacocks when I have the icebreakers? Everybody knows about my icebreaker peacocks, so why did I choose, the Dragon Bloods over the icebreakers? Now, yes, I will eventually supply the icebreakers, which I still do, but not in a big supply. And I'll start telling you some of the reasons why I can do better with these guys back here than the icebreakers. So we're going to get a good view of these Dragon Blood Peacocks, why I tell you why I chose these Dragon Blood Peacocks to make money. It'll be interesting, and you go follow through the thought process of why I chose them. So stay tuned. So I'll be giving you a tripod shot at this aquarium while I'm going over some of the, the reasons, the whys of why I chose the Dragon Bloods, over other peacocks, other fish, other African cichlid fish to make money. And so then later in the video, at the end, when I go through the reasons, the whys, and so forth, I'll give you a little bit, hand shots of some of the individual males in here. They're actually thinking that it's time to get food, so some of them are actually staying at the top. So I may give you a top shot because it's showing some of the main Dragon Blood males with color coming up. So let me tell you the biggest reason why I chose the Dragon Blood males over, say, the icebreakers. If you look in this aquarium, you may see a few gray fish, right? Well, the icebreakers are gray when they start out, when they're young, and so they're pretty plain looking. Most people don't want a gray fish, and yes, it can turn out to be an astounding fish, but it can take up to a year for some of them to color up. And the males are going to always, the females are going to always be gray. So a lot of people don't want gray fish in their aquarium, especially on an impulse buy. Now on an impulse buy, the Dragon Bloods normally color up a little bit quicker than, say, the icebreakers or any type of peacock that doesn't start out gray. You have your females that have some color. They're usually a little bit of orange, maybe a little yellow. Some of them will got a little bit of white in them, a little bit of pink. So the females actually have color to them, which is a big plus for anybody who's buying fish, because they don't want, females in the aquarium if they look kind of boring like. Also, if you look at the males, and the one on the left looks a little bit different from the one on the right, and hopefully you'll look a little bit better at some of the difference in coloration. Some of them a little bit more orange, some have more pink. There's different color morphs in the dragon bloods. That's one reason why I chose dragon bloods as a fish that I wanted to breed for money. Because when you look at a dragon blood tank at a store, you could actually see various color morphs in the cube or aquarium that's for sale, and decide you might want more than one. Where if you see another type of cichlid, you may think, well, they all look the same, I'll just take this male and a couple of females, and that's all I'm going to get. But with the dragon bloods, you might want several because they, there could be different color morphs. That's exciting. It's exciting for the customer, and it's also exciting to breed because you never know exactly how some of these color morphs are going to turn out. So I'm excited about having dragon bloods for the same reason why they sell better, because there's more color in the aquarium. You got your females that have color, and you got your males that are super color. Also, with the dragon bloods I've seen the big famous dragon bloods on the internet and Facebook, and basically all my dragon bloods turn out as good or better than any of the ones I've seen on the internet. Now, some have been juiced, maybe a little bit more red, but as far as the quality and the look of these dragon bloods, once they get full grown, they're immensely popular. Now you can see that these dragon bloods are not fully colored yet, but they all were coming from the male starburst, and starburst is very impressive. And they're not going to all look like starburst. They're going to be different color morphs. Now the thing about color morphs is, hey, if you have one color morph you like better than another one, you can do some steps to encourage more of that color morph. Like, you do some line breeding. So you can do line breeding for separate color morphs, like I'm going to be doing for starburst. Now also, I've had some subscribers thinking, yes, this aquarium is awesome. It'd be great when all the males, start to color up. Well, this is a grow out aquarium. And if I were to let all these males grow to full size, eventually there would be a little bit of a kill off in this tank, because there's also females in here. And it's too small of an aquarium to have this many peacocks in it to be raised up to full size. But it's perfectly suitable for me to raise from a small size to sellable size. I can sell fish at the real small size that you see here, and at the medium size right here where they're starting to get color. They sell really good here. But if you take into the fish store two sizes, the small size and the medium size, they'll see these medium size and know that this is the same family, and they might decide to buy 3 of the smaller ones, knowing that they're going to get looking like this. And so it actually helps you out. You can sell different sizes to the fish store. Sometimes in the past I've actually had 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and a few extra large. And the extra large are definitely full grown. They go for more, but it takes a long time to get there. But they can help you sell your smaller fish. And you can get a lot more to the smaller size very quickly compared to the medium size like you see here. So with this, you can have multiple sizes sold for the dragon bloods, because they can see what they'll turn out to be, and they can get a cheaper price for the smaller size. But as far as what you're taking in your money, it may be cheaper to get them to a smaller size quicker and have more of them that way than it would to get a lot of them at the medium size like this. So the dragon bloods can be sold in various sizes, and I just enjoy breeding them. The color morphs are exciting to me, and they're exciting to the customer. The females are exciting to me because they got color. You know, they have a splash of color to the aquarium, and it's also to the customer. They're relatively easy to breed. What I like to do when I'm breeding them is you get a lot more males than females. So it is important to make sure you have enough females ongoing. So when you're raising them up, you don't want to sell all your females, and also you don't want to sell all your males. There are some certain color morphs that you might want to keep, use as breeders. So that being said, I have one aquarium that is an all male dragon blood tank, and you can watch that video. You'll see that one advertised at the end of this video, and you can see some of my male dragon bloods that were grown out in a hatchery, which are the same genetics as you see here on another video. So 2 videos you can check out to see the genetics of what I've got going on here. When you're breeding for something for money, maybe not for profit, but for money to keep your hobby going, to supply you with fish, supply with filters, chlorine out, heaters, things like that. Breed something you enjoy, but also breed something that people want on a consistent basis. The fish stores want these dragon bloods because normally they can only order assorted peacocks. When they're tank raised and you live near their fish store, they'll be the same pH. The same pH is in their fish store. They love that. It's just going to be the same pH as the customer's pH. That's going to make a huge difference. When they're importing them in or just get them shipped from another part of the country, the pH could be different. So they could react differently to the customer's aquarium or to the aquariums in the fish store. So I'll give you a few little close-ups of the dragon blood peacocks. And if you have any questions about why I chose these as my breeders to be making money, basically I enjoy them. Customers enjoy them. The fish stores enjoy them. They all have colors, males and females. Alright, if you look in your center of your screen, you see one that's a little bit more orange than some of the other ones. That's pretty cool. And if you look over here, there's one that's a little bit more pink than the other ones. That's also really cool. That will help you sell them. Plus the enjoyment of just watching them in your aquarium at home when you're raising them up make a big difference. You also can get some occasionally that have a lot more yellow in them. You see that the females have a lot of yellow in them, but you can also get males that have a lot more yellow in them. Now eventually they may get a little bit more red in them, and orange and pink. Some of them may even have some white in them. It's really impressive, the color morphs. Color morphs are the biggest reason why I chose these to make money. Easier to sell, more enjoyable to look in my aquarium and see them. It's just exciting. And they're a popular fish, and they're good quality. People love them. And I can usually bring them to the fish store once a month, maybe once every 6 weeks. It can depend on the weather. Cooler weather, they sell more fish, so I sell more fish. So the next fish I get out of here, which there'd be more males in here, but I took some about a month ago, will be these colorful ones. You think, why get rid of those? That will allow me to get some of these other fish in here that haven't colored up to start coloring up. Get rid of the bigger fish first and let some of these smaller fish grow up quicker, because they're holding the smaller ones back. So check out some of those other videos, my all male dragon blood aquarium that you'll see at the end here on the right, and my dragon bloods that I raised up at a fish hatchery on the left. And thanks again for watching Ricky Kennelly Cichlids.